free-for-all. 2006 was the first suplex. 2016 will be the final one. Now for those of you that don't know, free-for-all started with one man's vision, and that vision was mine. All I wanted to do was film a fight scene where one guy fought against a group of guys. Sent that idea to Von Hoden, he put his twist on it. Sent that idea to the innovator, he put his twist on it. And after we all put our minds together, we came up with this concept of having a free-for-all. Every man for himself. We didn't think it would become a wrestling event, a wrestling tournament, but that's exactly what ended up happening. We didn't have a venue, so we had to go to the park 6 in the morning just to do this battle. And we did it for 4 consecutive years until we finally decided, you know what, maybe it's time we do move it into a venue. Those plans obviously didn't pan out. In 2011 we were supposed to have Free-for-All 5 and it just didn't happen. But 10 years later from the first one, we're gonna end it. I won the very first Free-for-All, and I intend to win the very final Free-for-All. I was very young, I was very green at the time. I walked in to Free-for-All 1 with expectations beyond anything. I wanted everyone to notice us. I wanted everyone to believe in us. Nobody knew who we were at the time we filmed Free-for-All, but when all things were said and done, I remember we put it on a DVD called ETW The First Suplex. We showed those DVDs to people, and the one thing that they kept on talking about was Free-for-All. The one thing they kept talking about was how I triple vertical suplexed the 280-pounder Crim. They were talking about how I won it. They were talking about how the innovator came to play. They talked about how Von Hoden ripped through competition. They talked about how Steve Robson had an outstanding first showing. They talked about Crim and how he can take a beating. What I'm trying to say is, people didn't know who we were before Free-for-All, but they know who we are now. Our audiences may not be huge in the stands, but our viewers are worldwide. And Free-for-All was the first thing that did that for us. So, 2016, August 20th, at the Langley venue, we bid farewell to Free-for-All. We give it the proper goodbye that it deserves, and we give it the proper thank you that it deserves, and we give it that burial, because it's taken from us. We've given everything to Free-for-All, and it just kept taking and taking, and it's time that it stops taking. I'm thankful for Free-for-All. It's time to close that book in our lives. And it's time to focus on bigger and better things. This isn't a retirement, this isn't the end of our wrestling, not by a long shot, but this is the end of something we started 10 years ago. Something we started so honestly 10 years ago. With that being said, I won the very first Free-for-All, and I intend to win the very final Free-for-All. August 20th, Free-for-All 5, the final suplex, one night only. Hope to see you there. This public service announcement is officially adjourned.